Hello everybody, I'm Steve from VALHARTV, and today I'll be reviewing Mortal Kombat. This movie just came out last night on HBO Max. Now, I've played the Mortal Kombat games since Mortal Kombat 1 came out, really. And the Mortal Kombat games are all about the awesome fights, the gory fatalities. I mean, dude, those were the best when you could learn how to do a specific fatality that you really liked. Like a colorful cast of characters and rich lore as well. The game series has hit all of these elements like really well, like very beautifully for nearly 3 decades. So yeah, I've been playing like these games for quite a while and stuff. I haven't really played much of like 9, 10, or 11. I've played them just a little bit, but not like a lot. Like over at friends' houses and stuff. I have a friend who has an arcade machine set up so we can play it on there as an actual arcade game. But yeah, the games have been phenomenal for like all their characters, everything like that. I mean, I even remember I think they called them babyalities. So I mean, yeah, these were like crazy games, and like the moves kept getting crazier, and like the gore factor just kept going up. Excuse me, and dude, it was great. I mean, the games are fantastic. The movie adaptations, however, have ranged from like cheesy to really bad. I will say though, I did really like the 1995 Mortal Kombat movie titled Mortal Kombat. So yeah, that movie I actually thought was pretty good. I did like the second movie after that. I can't remember the name of it though, but Mortal Kombat 2, but it really wasn't as good as the first one. Now, this movie starts off establishing a rivalry between two iconic ninjas, and as we transition back to modern day, it introduces a new character named Cole. Now, Cole, to me, I had mixed feelings about him because he's a brand new character, for one, and they didn't really establish a huge backstory for him. Like all the backstories in this were kind of real quick, and that's how they like kind of start setting up, because this movie is a lot of world building. And Cole, to me, though, really wasn't that interesting. He's like a fighter that keeps losing fights, so he's not like, he should still be in his prime because he's got to be in his 20s, but they even reference how he used to be a really good fighter, but then something happened and he just kind of lost that. So to me, like, his character wasn't really stand out, like some of the other characters in this. They quickly introduce a few of the characters like Jax, Sonya, Kano, Sub-Zero, and others, and they give them like a very quick backstory. So we don't really get like a huge backstory for everybody, like you do kind of in the games, especially as they progress, in the game numbers and everything. So I really thought that was, they could have done a little bit more of that, but I liked the characters overall. I honestly did. I liked the characters overall. I just didn't think like Cole and a couple others were like really that interesting, which is a shame, especially when you're introducing a brand new character. You know what I mean? But I thought Sub-Zero and Kano were really great. They were the standout characters to me in this movie. I mean, Sub-Zero in this is absolutely amazing. He's just straight up so cold and so badass. It's great. Those were the two characters that really stood out to me. This movie is rated R, so it has everything in it. This has the gore, the fatalities, and the characters all have the powers from the game. So every character has their powers from the game, which I thought was great. And they actually even looked good, too. The end fight scene, oh, man. Dude, the end fight scene. Like, okay, so let's go back. the opening sequence to this, where they're setting up a rivalry between the two iconic ninjas, was that whole sequence was fantastic. The fight scenes in that were really well done. They were really good. And the ending fight scene was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Loved the end fight scene in this movie. Now, this movie sets up, again, the world building before the tournament. And it also sets up that Shang Tsung doesn't like to play by the rules, as well. As that's kind of what this movie is all about. It's all about taking Earthrealm by any means necessary. So I thought that was pretty good. I really liked the effects in this. They weren't perfect, but they were great still. They were still great. Everyone, again, had their powers from the games. Dude, Sub-Zero's powers were fantastic. I mean, he literally, you see him just raise his hands up, and ice starts forming, and then he just throws it right down on the streets as he's attacking people. It's fantastic. Dude, all of that. I thought his powers I thought were the best out of all of them. I really did. I liked Liu Kang's powers as well. I thought those were pretty fantastic too. Now, the acting in this was great. Had no issues with it. Again, I thought Sub-Zero and Kano were the standout characters in this movie because of their dialogue, for one. Even though Sub-Zero really doesn't have a lot of dialogue, Kano does. And Kano is the Black Dragon. He don't care. He will insult everybody and anybody he wants. And it was fantastic. Just the way he was talking, he brought some good comedy relief, but he also brought that seriousness too as well. I thought it was fantastically done. Sub-Zero, again though, straight up, not a lot of dialogue, but he was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Now, this movie is set before the tournament, so I'm not sure when they're going to get to that, because they set it up for a movie afterwards as well. So that was a little disappointing to me, because I thought going into this movie we were going to get a little bit of the backstory for everybody, setting things up, and then going into the tournament. So I was kind of expecting to see the tournament start to happen, but it didn't. So that is what kind of really disappointed me in the movie a little bit, but it was because I thought we were going to get to the tournament right away. Other than that, I liked the movie. It was not a bad movie at all. I would give this at least a 7.5 out of 10. Not a perfect movie by any means. I think it could have been a little bit longer, so we could have established a little bit more of backstories for everybody. Made them a little bit longer as well, and had a little better character development. Those were the things that I had an issue with, is that there wasn't a huge amount of character development for some of the characters. Again, and that's why some of the characters weren't as interesting as they should have been. But other than that, it was still a good movie. 7.5 out of 10. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought about this movie as well. And if you guys like what I do, please hit the like button and also subscribe, as I'll be doing more content each week. Take care for now, everybody.